And we are back at the Greenberg Ice Pavilion where Ohio leads Penn State 1-0 after 20 minutes. I'm Steve Penstone. Glad you're along on this Saturday afternoon on the Icers Hockey Network. And I said in the first period we were going to have a special guest here in the first intermission to talk about the Icers-Ohio rival from a little bit of a different perspective. And let's bring him in. Dan Morris, the coach of the Ohio Bobcats. Hold your booze, folks. Dan, always great to see you.
Great to see you too, Steve. Always great to see you.
You've been a player for the Bobcats. You've been coaching forever, it seems. What is it that makes this rivalry what it is?
Well, I think, you know, the word that we always talk about is respect. And when both programs have a great amount of respect for each other, I think you can build a great rivalry. And you know, over the years, we've had two great programs in Ohio and Penn State. And you know, for a lot of those years, they were the two biggest kids on the block. And when the two biggest kids on the block, you're gonna wanna fight. But I think that both programs have an understanding that a rival is necessary to be successful. And it was a no-brainer for Penn State and Ohio to be such good rivals.
And so much of that too, as I've talked about here this afternoon, is the fact that over the years, so many of the kids on both teams played against each other growing up in Western Pennsylvania, Eastern Ohio, and that really added to it.
Yeah, I think it does. Everybody, a lot of the guys know each other, and throughout the recruiting process, you know, there's a lot of kids that overlap. Either they're a Penn State kid or they're an Ohio kid. So, yeah, you get to build the relationships. You know, with I've been coming to this rink as a head coach now for 11 years, and to see the familiar faces of the fans, of the rink staff. You know, from Marcy Palmer to Chris to, you know, you and your crew here, you build those relationships. But throughout the recruiting process of players, you build relationships with families too. So there's families on the Penn State team that we have a relationship with throughout the recruiting process, and vice versa too.
Yeah, and it works the other way, of course, with you and Marcus Marazon when he was there running the arena. Something I didn't find out until last year. Of course, we talk about the booth at the Bird Arena and the fact that it's a construction scaffold, and I never knew up until last year when you told me. Marcus never told me this. You put that up every time that we come there.
Right, just for you guys, Yeah, it's we get crowded up in our side, and you know, with your crew that comes with us, we put the scaffolding up. I know it's a challenge for you to climb up there.
As I get older.
I hear it every time you come, but it's a great vantage point for you, and yeah, we just do that for you. Don't let anybody else know we do that.
I always say it's the best seat in the household because really it is.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
I know John Mulhern, when he was with me, he hated going up there, and once he got up there, was, you know, you had to tie him down almost. But and we really do appreciate it. And you know, we talk about the respect, but I mean it's a respect with a good hate that's developed over the years.
Yeah, you know, all the players, both sides, you know, they say hi to the coaching staff, but when you strap the buckets on and you go out there and play, you know, it's blue versus green, or for like you like to say, we come with a different colored uniform every year. Yeah, there is, you know, once the gear goes on but the game stays within the ice, and that's the biggest thing, you know, that's where I think the respect comes from, is they keep everything on the ice, and they play hard and they work hard and they respect each other.
And they shake hands after 60 minutes or overtime.
Shake hands.
And of course the off ice as well. I mean, you've got Gangrene down there. I mean, the first time I saw them, I thought these guys are nuts. And the best one, of course, was the guy, the Joe Ba imitator.
Eric was his name, and he dressed up just like Joe Ba. And Joe was a great sport about it. Got a photo op with him, and yeah, it's great. You know, when your fan base knows to a T what your opposing coach is going to wear. That's a great fan base, and we've been fortunate both ways. Both teams been great fan bases throughout the years.
And great results. I mean, you know,
back and forth.
Just back and forth. I know on your coach's show this past week, you were asked your favorite memory, and you said anytime you beat him.
Yeah, anytime. You know, I think that's anybody's favorite memory.
Yeah.
I mean, you take it to. And both programs have met 4 times in national champions finals, you know, and they're 2-2. Like, that's how a rivalry is forged, is the back and forth. And yeah, you know, you just, those are memories you don't forget. So,
you know, I said last night that to me the biggest rivalries were, or the biggest games in my mind, were the 2 games here 7 years ago. I know the Icers won both of them 4-3 in overtime.
Yep.
But I mean, from the opening face-off, the fans were in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, And really,
we owe you one, and then we owe you one.
Yeah, exactly.
That
was
the T-shirt.
The we owe you, exactly. After
2 overtime winners, and I think the same player might have got both overtime winners.
I know McMullen had one.
McMullen had one.
Yeah, I think Yeager had the other.
Oh,
but
okay. Yeah, great. Yeah, 3-3 overtime, both games.
And to me, that really set the standard for what hockey in the ACHA should be all about.
And I think that might have started maybe a 9-game run where it was 1 goal or an empty netter that games were decided. So, but I better get back to work here and really appreciate it. Thanks, Steve.
As I said, your guys playing much better tonight and a good, solid first period.
Thank you.
Dan, thanks very much for joining us. Good luck. Good to see you.